Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Pamela, and please, if you're new here, feel free to go on with the conversation. Today we have a very special conversation we are going to have. I'm here with two special guests. Thank you for coming, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, so you'll start with introducing yourselves, then after that we shall go on with a conversation.
I'll give an opportunity to a woman next to me.
Okay.
Ladies first. I'm trying to be a gentleman.
My name is Avianio Wimpwe. I'm a journalist.
Okay.
Well, someone may ask, are you single or something?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to being a woman.
Are you a woman?
I'm a lady.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very welcome to the channel.
Happy is the Mr. Right in the making.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and introduce yourself as well.
My name is John Mary Vianney Mohomuza. I am married with one wife and one child, and I am a peasant. And I'm pleased to be here, seated right in between two beautiful, good-looking ladies.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. That was a very interesting, outstanding way of introducing yourself. Yeah.
Other babies.
I know you feel good when, of course, you're decorated.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels good.
Okay.
Point taken.
One word for your wife.
I love you. And I always love you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's so special, you know.
I know.
That's amazing. I love recognizing women, so really I couldn't leave her behind.
Okay.
So we are going to talk about 50-50. 50-50 means, for example, sharing responsibilities in marriages or relationships. Be it being a woman and a man, how are we going to share responsibilities financially? Are you going to do 50% and I also do 50%? What view do you have about 50-50? Do you think it's necessary for a woman to contribute 50% and a man also contributes 50%? What do you think, Avia?
It may not be necessarily 50% of the contribution, depending on what the person is earning. But of course, I would support the contribution of the two sides.
Okay.
Because I believe once you're married, once you're together, you're one. So you need to put efforts together for your family to grow. That's one.
Yes.
And also to be supportive in one way or the other.
Okay.
So I believe, yes, a woman should also contribute. As long as you're earning something, bring something on the table. It doesn't mean your man should, carry the whole burden of the 100% and you're there reluctant, being the so-called housewife, of which it's, okay, I don't like it, but it happens. So as long as you're earning something, I believe the 50-50 should work in one way or the other.
Okay, I hear you. What about Vianney? What's your view about that?
Well, I also believe that 50-50 in a relationship is necessary, but like she did mention, it doesn't have to be 50-50 because people have got capacities in different ways. I may be this very hardworking person who can actually do even more than 100%.
Okay.
And I've married this woman who in this case would not be able to perform to
The 50%.
the 50%, but all in all she's contributing.
Okay.
So to me, I think it's all about recognizing one's efforts.
Okay.
Because we have different capacities. Yeah, but also I do not encourage women in this case, the married,
Yes.
who, even those that haven't really entered into this project called marriage,
Yeah.
but who are looking up to getting married, to think that my contribution is, because honestly speaking, if you speak freely, you will agree with me that there are those women who want to only contribute sleeping and giving birth to children, and the other responsibilities are mainly for a man, you know. I
Okay.
don't buy the idea.
Okay.
Neither do I. And I
There are those
actually
who-
wonder.
To really to shed some light on that, the women whom God has really gifted with the physical features.
Yes.
Yes.
You can mention the nyash, the good looks, the good
Brown
figure.
Yeah.
Really, and you think that is all a man wants, you know, you think that's the only contribution you've got to give to a man,
Yes.
because God really gifted you with the physical features and everything. There's a lot more than that. So I want to begin by advising ladies out there who have got the same mindset to actually amend it and rather think of something beyond that that you'd want to contribute towards your marriage or that whatever relationship you may be in.
Okay, thank you so much. I really like, you know, your view about it. But when it comes to, yes, financially, we've talked about that. Are we also going to agree that 50-50 is going to be involved with house chores? How is a woman going to do 50-50 and yet she has to go home, cook for the husband, prepare the kids for school, whatever it is? You know how home chores really are very hard. I believe every person that is watching knows that, you know, house chores are really hard. So what do you think? Is a man also supposed to be involved with the house chores, or, you know?
Where possible, the man should be involved. You may ask, when is it possible and where is it possible? If we are both working and, you know, we have busy days and all that, probably we have a day or 2 days in a week that is the weekend together. So it means if we are home together, then we can share.
Okay.
But again, it shouldn't be in our heads, as the ladies or the women, that a man will have to do it. I've used the have to do it because it sounds like a must.
It's not a must.
Yes, it's not a must that a man will have to do it. One thing I know and I have been taught by many people, once you're a woman and you are ready for marriage, it means you have to be creative.
Yes.
In all ways. And you have to be strong.
Okay.
Marriage is not a bed of roses. So
Just speaking from
no, I'm
Are
not
you
speaking
speaking from experience?
No,
or-
of course, when I was starting, I said I'm not married. But of course, when you interact
You
with
know
the people,
Okay, you sound like you've been there.
no, I sound like that because I love interacting
nurtured.
with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh?
Your mom.
So what I'm
Okay.
trying to say, once you enter into marriage, don't go with the expectation of, I will lay the bed, he will clean the house, I'll wash utensils, he will cook, I will bathe the kids, he will do the homework with them. No, don't expect good that you're not seeing there and then, but rather just go into the marriage and do what you're supposed to do as a virtuous woman.
Okay.
That is Proverbs 31 to the ladies listening.
Yeah,
Be
you
a
can tell
Proverbs
them.
31.
I believe they're looking. Tell them.
So I believe the house chores, where possible, man can step in. Like, and men should also be considerate. I mean, there is no way. I feel so bad when a woman tells you, but I can be at home with my husband over the weekend. I wash, I cook, I clean, I ABCing, the man is there watching TV or they're just, relaxing.
Okay.
We also want to relax.
Yes,
We want to have
right?
that time off.
I know.
So, in Rufumbira Kinyarwanda there is a saying, abashize hamwe Imana irabasanga.
Yes.
And once you do things together, you're happy.
Yes. What's your view?
And it's so
Vianney?
romantic, by the way, to do house chores, I
I
think.
know, cooking with your
With, we have watched
okay, with your
those movies.
husband. Yeah, we've watched the movies. Yes, tell us about your view about that. Is a man supposed to do this?
To do house chores.
Chores. You're already there.
I am already
What do you
there.
contribute?
I am already there.
Yeah.
Well, there are responsibilities of a man in a home. And those ones, you can list them.
Okay.
Whether he's working or not, he's supposed to provide for his family.
Yes.
That one is by default. Well, I mean a responsible man.
Okay.
Because there are men who have really lost it, who are no longer providing for the for their families, but rather they like to go out and
But,
You
okay,
know.
may I pose a question, kindly?
Yes,
On
please.
that part of, it's by default a man should provide whether he's working or not. If he's not, I think this is why we are having very many men who are dying at a young age.
You see,
How is it bad if you're not working and I'm your wife, I'm able to provide? Why shouldn't I provide? Why should it be on your head that
Why
yes,
is it by
you?
default?
obviously, we have got our traditional norms.
That's what is killing us.
The tradition has really defined it in a way that a man will really have to play. A man really goes to the daughter's home to seek for her hand in marriage.
Yes.
That's the first reason that will actually tell you that a man has got a role to make sure, because before you go there, you must really feel you are man enough to take care of two people at least.
But let's give an example. You're a couple, you're dating someone, and maybe the woman is a career woman. She earns more than you do.
It doesn't.
She earns more than you do, and maybe she's willing to contribute enough to sustain.
I'm not saying that a man should not allow her to contribute. You understand?
Yes.
But you should always bear it in mind that you have a responsibility to take care of your family.
Yes.
You must provide for the family. If you are lucky enough and she's making some monies and contributing to the family, it's really something nice, you know. But it's also why it should be in our default that we should be responsible. It's because by default, women really, you always want to be cared for, and that's the definition of love. If I'm not caring for you, you'll cease to probably see me as really a caring man.
But do you believe it's the little things that really matter?
Exactly. Now, do you also understand that love exists only when you are not hungry?
But it's a two-way thing.
No, but when you, okay, to better paint some understanding in this conversation, I want to ask you questions. When you, because I see the two of you, you are good candidates for marriage.
Okay, thank you.
What is this, what do you expect to find in a relationship, in marriage basically, as a woman?
First and foremost, an understanding man. Secondly, the man who will be there, things refuse, come home, we talk about them. Like that kind of relationship whereby you're not scared to tell me that you're broke.
Okay. I understand. That's transparency.
Exactly. It's a lot we expect, but
Communication in marriage. Yes. How about you?
My view of what I expect in marriage is a partner.
Now, there are things that I am imagining that you have decided not to mention, but they are very when
nothing for us.
No, I want to help you
Okay.
say those things.
Okay.
One of it is when you look at a man who is proposing to you, you know, for that kind of relationship, you in a way look at his capacity in terms of providing for the home.
Yeah.
Because I have not really seen ladies who get married to broke guys. In fact, there are very few. Very few.
Yeah.
So you look at a man's capacity, you are certain whether he can at least provide food, can pay house rent if you haven't built your own house.
Yes.
You can at least buy, maybe in a period of maybe 6 months, can buy me like a dress, or if I look for something small, okay, not these extremely big things, but he can provide.
Yeah.
Don't you look at that?
Of course, that has to
Okay,
be there.
so
Because
why not go into marriage with the mindset of providing for yourself, if that's the case?
If
So
it was that, I would keep myself home.
Ideally, every responsible man who is looking at really first reflect on yourself. If I cannot provide for myself, why would I now
Want
bring
someone else.
someone else's daughter when I don't have the capacity? If I cannot buy chikomando in the morning, in the afternoon,
And
in the evening, pay house rent, whatever
Amount it may be.
yes. If I cannot do that, then really, do I have the capacity to, bring another? Because ideally, even if you dodge the paying dowries and stuff like that, there are those costs that you incur. When you bring someone else's daughter to your home, as a responsible man, you'll definitely have to communicate to your parents.
Yeah.
Which parents you'll have to go and notify the other parents that actually we are the one in custody of your daughter.
Yes.
You understand? There is a cost, So if you are not man enough to really do that. So that's why I was saying that a man by default has to provide for the family.
Okay.
I actually like to give examples of, you can be with a woman in a let's say a home, you enclose yourself inside for 2 good weeks. A man is not working, neither are you working. But at the end of the day, when food is over, she will definitely have to bring a shopping list for you to provide money, and she goes to shop.
And that's a woman.
A woman, obviously, because you are a provider. So ideally, if you are a critical thinking man, when you know you don't have monies in your pocket or maybe on your bank account, then you don't have to go and chill for those 2 weeks in the house. Because at the end of the day, she's going to come, and because you need to provide, you need to bring food on the
But
table.
now,
So you have to go and work.
and you have given an example of like you're enclosed in. Probably it's an outbreak that has come, an example of COVID-19 where we are put in quarantine. So
Would that stop you from
No.
coming to me that what do we eat?
why would I come? I believe when you're married, you people have the time to talk and discuss and get solutions to the family problems that you have. So why would I wake up in the morning well knowing that I am not working, my man is not working. Then I sit down, draft a shopping list.
Let me ask you
then
a
give it to
simple
him.
question.
Why can't we?
Who is in charge of security in a home of the married?
The man.
The man.
Why?
Because
So-
he's superior.
So you think security is limited to only, you know, maybe getting a panga or a machete?
it's
and,
not
you
that.
Okay,
stand
let
But
me
what
ask
I'm
you a
trying
question.
to say is this. If we are in that situation, I believe it would be okay if we sit and maybe if I'm done who has come up with that idea, or I'm done who has realized the things are getting done in the house, we shall sit and be like, honey, what can we do about this? How can we go about this?
Yeah.
Trying to, not to put the man on pressure, not to make the man feel like, oh my God.
It's actually not pressure.
It
Because
is.
you
I
do
feel
it
it is.
with one heart, you know, for sure.
But we have to be considerate in one way or the other.
Yes, you do. But all in all, it does not subtract the fact that a man has to provide.
Okay, now
You still come to me, and maybe if I tell you that actually we don't have monies, you know, it is when with discussions that we, you know, this is what we should do. But I am telling you, I'm speaking from the man's
Perspective.
Perspective, yes,
Yeah.
thanks.
It's okay.
Men, you do not have to wait to be told to go and look for what would sustain a family.
But now we are looking at the case of what if a woman is earning more than the man?
Oh, well, a woman earning more than a man,
Is a man also
Is,
going to be willing to do the 50-50?
because
Or-
okay, it has not happened to me yet, but I've seen others I share with my fellow men. I've had stories from many of them. Women who are in this case earning a lot more than a man is earning, most of them like to think it's my money's, not your money.
What do you bring to the table?
You have got, let's say 10 millions on your account, and you know for sure your man, your husband is not earning, he actually does not even have even 100,000 on his account. But you will still pretend as if you don't know. You will want to go and use your monies for something else, but rather not take, because you know, I don't know if that's how some of you have been nurtured, that a man has to provide. Not everyone is really flexible enough to contribute, and that has to do with how she was nurtured.
Yeah.
You understand? If your parents or your aunties or in an environment where you were raised from, that is how they do things. Well, you definitely have to come and think it is proper, it is okay to apply it in that manner. You understand? But there are situations where a woman is very understanding, and in this case, very Christian. Someone who really understands what God calls us for. A man, you should love your wife. And he commanded the wife to
Be
submit, be a submissive woman. You submit to your husband. So in this case, if really you know you're earning a lot more than your husband, and you are this submissive woman, things will work out. But also, you have to bear it in mind that men don't like to be looked at failures.
Yeah.
Because the fact that you're earning a lot more than the husband, it creates phobia, insecurity on this man.
Why?
Because he will think you'll undermine him. He will no longer be in control of the marriage, you know? Because once you have, if you don't know, money is power.
Yes.
If you want
it
to
is.
really understand the real characters of a human being, expose that very person to money. Because that's power. You know, in possession of the monies, which is in this case translated into power, you know if this person, if this woman is submissive, can submit. Actually, a wise, submissive woman will have those monies, bearing in mind that the husband does not work for, does not earn that kind of money.
Yeah.
But you will even have the blueprint plan of a certain project. But because you don't want your husband to feel small, you will actually say, you may bring the money on the table, or you actually say, we actually have 10 millions in our account. You don't say I have, you say we have 10 millions on the account. And it's there before you. What do we do about with this money? What do we do with the money?
That is a considerate woman.
You get. And mind you, she has got a blueprint plan of something she can use the money for, and you can, you know.
Generate some
Yes.
money.
But she will just choose to bring the money before you and say, what do we do with the money? And she'll just be there and listen to the husband. The husband will say, okay, this is what we can do. We present maybe 1, 2, 3 projects. If the projects are not worth investing in, then you'll bring your blueprint as a suggestion. But also shed some light on how, if you invested this money in this project, this is how we intend to get profit out of the project. You know, if the man has really understood, he will not feel like you have undermined him. But this person who is not submissive will want to, that's why men have phobia. We want to, you know, dominate. We will no longer have, you know, suggestions. We will speak like with command.
I'm the man.
I'm the
I'm
man.
the king of
Like
the
you will
home.
you will definitely not say I am the man in the home, but in a way, you will, as a man, you will definitely be seeing that indeed I am no. I ceased to be a man long time ago because I don't have money.
Oh, that
You
I
understand?
know. I know.
So coming back to the 50-50 sharing in a relationship, it has a lot to do with how you communicate, effective communication in the relationship. It has something to do with understanding. You know, sit down. And,
How was your day, honey?
yeah, such things, you know. Creating a safe landing zone for your husband.
Okay.
If there are issues that you really want to raise that are not working for you, because you have really given me a safe landing zone,
Okay. What? Okay.
I am now comfortable. Why not discuss in good mood, really? I will not blast you, I will not do whatever. And by the way, washing clothes, there is no harm in it.
Okay.
There's
I
no
like
harm.
that.
You know?
Even the kids' clothes.
Oh, come on. The kids' clothes, you want me to mention when, of course, yeah.
Are you
Baby
really
child?
sure?
Yeah, baby. This is my child. Come on. What
This is your blood.
What if she's sick? Uh-huh.
You will
And we
hire
do not
someone
have-
to come and
What if there are no monies to hire someone? I am physically fit, steady,
You know?
emotionally steady to work out those things.
Okay.
You know? Ideally, there are people who actually lose it. Men who get married before they actually realize the purpose for which they are married. In my view, I think for any man who is looking at getting married is looking at you're looking for someone to fill the gaps or a gap basically. You have emotional gap,
Yeah.
psychosocial gaps, someone to, you know, help you with some house chores.
Chores, yes.
Because ideally, as much as single men do that, but it's not easy.
But why would you
We
marry me
actually-
purposely to just
Come
do
on,
the
come
house
on,
chores?
come on.
Like, really,
Come
man?
on. No, why do you?
I know.
Now I see. I actually,
No, like
But I've
purposely. I
actually
mean
talked to some
purposely.
people.
Can I talk, please?
Can we also talk?
I'm going, let me.
At least let there be something else, but not purposely, just that.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
We know it's our responsibility.
I did
But
mention,
do you know that
I did mention that understanding, analyzing someone's area
of weakness?
of weakness
Yes.
and perfection.
Yes.
Now, to most men who are, you will agree with me that most of us men, things to do with house chores, we are not really very good at that. Things to do with the decoration, washing dishes, even we do. We do.
What? Why do you
We
do it
do,
when
we
you're
do
still
actually,
single?
We do actually. But
Why
we
do you
don't-
do all those things when you're still single?
Actually, to simplify life for you, or to make matters worse, men, they are always on a lookout on a woman with good characters. And you know what defines a woman of valor, with good characters?
Voila, voila.
If you pay me a visit as a single man, obviously my utensils may not be as clean as you would want them to be, because you are coming to fill the gap. You should be able to spot those mistakes and rise from my mistakes, correct me, make things right. Okay? It means I washed the utensils, but they are not perfectly washed. You understand?
Yes.
If I am not this organized man, in terms of I've washed the clothes, it's okay, but they are not arranged in the proper way, and you have that ability to organize them.
Yes.
You have, that is where you rise. As you're doing that, the man is seeing a relief.
What if the woman
And
doesn't?
if there is a relief, if there is a relief, obviously love grows. You know? Yes.
Why does the love have to grow? Because of what I'm doing for you.
Because the contribution a woman has to bring to any single man
Bachelor.
is not okay, bachelor. Thanks. It's
Anytime.
not only sleeping.
But now we have, okay, we are not even allowed to visit single men in their houses.
Yes, we are
So
not allowed
how
to
we,
do that.
Like,
The fact
we are
that
not allowed, and we shall not visit you
Yeah,
guys.
we are not
So
visiting.
my question is, where will I do those things from?
Yes.
Like,
If we have to know each other, I don't have to come to your home.
exactly, we shall meet somewhere like here. We sit,
right.
Have a
share a
drink.
cup of tea.
Okay.
We talk.
I accept
Thank you.
that my statement was wrong.
Yes, that was wrong.
Okay. Then what do your parents or aunties teach you to do?
Those are the things we shall do when we reach in the home.
Yes.
What they teach us.
Yes. We don't have to
You're not
expose
supposed
everything
to
here.
eat a raw mango. What am I trying to say? You're not supposed to taste the things I have to do in the home, yet I have not yet reached there.
Exactly.
So,
Eh?
process by process.
Okay.
Process by process.
What do you expect from a bachelor
What do I expect from a bachelor?
before you go there?
Before I go there.
Because
First of all, they have to be mentally prepared for the marriage. They have to be mentally prepared because that's very, very important.
Like they have no. Okay,
the other point comes in.
Which-
Mentally prepared to actually hustle. Because it's, if you thought
It's not
marriage
only
is
hustling.
just
They have to be mentally prepared. An example is providing, securing.
It's 50-50.
mentally prepared.
No.
Okay.
Okay. First, let me supplement on what she has
Deliver
said.
your point
Let-
home, dear. Deliver your point home.
Let us
Let
supplement.
me first supplement on what she has said.
Okay.
Wait, I'm supplementing.
Yes.
You're not asking questions.
I'm not going to ask.
No. He must be mentally prepared.
Yeah.
She has mentioned of providing and so on.
Yeah.
That is okay. But now we looked at a point where the guy is mentally prepared, but things have refused. We have different kinds of luck on a daily basis.
Yes.
If I have succeeded today, tomorrow it's not a must that I will succeed. So in that point where he has failed, where am I going to be? Am I going to be on his side?
Exactly.
Or I'm going to turn my back and
No,
be like,
I just like you ladies.
Tell us.
Now you have only, let me equate this to the 50% men have to offer. You have clearly mentioned them, men have to be prepared mentally, blah, blah, blah. You know? What do you think men expect of you?
to also be mentally prepared to be in marriage.
So now you're speaking from
What?
really, which perspective are you speaking
No, we are meeting.
Although they say women, okay, I don't know if it's a
from?
must
No, you
because
did mention what you expect.
but that was not
Men.
everything.
That wasn't all.
Yes.
That wasn't all. It means there are a lot more.
Yeah, there are
Now,
a lot
how
more.
about you?
What about
should
me?
we expect from
What do
you?
I bring to the table?
Eh,
Myself.
Hey, you think yourself you're enough? Just
I know.
yourself.
I know.
No, but one thing I know.
And you defend that.
Let her defend
First,
that.
hold on.
Hold on.
One
Kankana.
thing I know
Muleka
out
yogele.
of
Muleka buge. Okay.
one thing I know, Jitaho, once you sit with a person for just 20 minutes, there are even many, you can get to know the person.
Oh my dear, people shield their.
They shield, but trust me, okay,
You need
I have
enough
grown
time.
up in gents. Unfortunately or fortunately, I'm the only girl, the only girl home. So I always see my
Interact
brothers
with
and
them.
we interact a lot. But trust me, a guy will sit with you and in less than 20 minutes, he will know the kind of person you are. Just out of the conversation, like your thinking capacity.
I may choose to give you what I want to
cannot
give you.
hide your thinking capacity, the level of your IQ.
You can.
Aye.
I can choose to
In
be
one way or the
ignorant.
other.
Okay. I still haven't.
Yet I know everything that I'm talking
not really
about.
satisfied with the answers.
Okay,
I'm still posing
where
a
are you
question.
hanging?
As what should men expect from you?
We should ask you, what do you people expect from us? Because
Yes.
you asked us what we expect from you. And we told you, so for you people, what do you expect from us? So
Yes.
that we know,
This
Buri
is what,
Joe, these are the things they
Now,
be wanting.
drawing from the points that you listed, that a bachelor looking at getting married, bringing someone else's daughter into his life, should be mentally
prepared.
equipped.
That is very key.
Mentally equipped. Should be
Yes.
mentally equipped with providing for the home in this case, which it's what I first mentioned.
Emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence.
What?
Right.
Security.
in general.
Yes.
Now, this translates into when you talk of providing, it translates into, I'm sorry to use this word, turning into a hunting dog. You know the roles of a hunting dog is to go and hunt and bring food at home, you know, bring security at home, bring emotional support at home. Now, it simply means I must wake up every morning. It may not matter so much how I provide for you for as long as I have brought food. That's the mentality you are talking about. Being
provision is in so many different ways.
It does not matter how I go out, and what matters is providing. You understand? Providing, of course, comes with a lot of things. Emotional support, food, shelter, you know, everything.
Yeah.
Now, whereas I am waking up every morning to go and source for money's resources, basically.
Yeah.
And you're my wife at home, what you expect me to find you, because I'm the provider, I expect you to be there. I've brought everything on the table, and so your duty in a home is to only consume. Really?
No.
But we
So
already...
I was asking, what do we expect
No.
of you?
When you give a woman a house, she'll give you a home. When you give her groceries, she'll give you a meal. Should I mention even that?
If you give her lemons, don't expect lemonade.
If you give a woman sex, she'll give you a child.
A baby. So, it's punk way.
They'll
they don't
judge
have
in the
problems.
comment section.
Yeah,
They'll
they
judge
will
in
not
the
have
comment
problems
section.
because these are things that we harden, yet they are not supposed to be hardened.
Like I did mention in the first place, you two, we are before the camera. The whole world is seeing us.
Yes.
You are good
Marketing
candidates,
ourselves.
good candidates of this thing called marriage project. You are really good looking, beautiful ladies here.
Thank you.
You know? But
I knew there was a but.
the contribution that you bring to the table of the marriage, my dear, it is not just
It
that
is
look.
a
It's
lot.
not that just that look.
Of course,
Financially,
it's not.
emotionally, spiritually, honestly, it's a lot. That's where the question
So
of
in other words, you're saying
Well, we're
I
yawning
should be a man.
shoulders.
I should be a man. You will do all that. I should go hunt for resources to run the home, and then come back in the evening, run to house chores, everything.
you
You're there.
cook, you clean,
Yeah,
while
and
I'm
feed you.
seated.
You will succeed.
No, I'm not there. No.
I'm speaking on behalf of those who would do that.
You got it wrong. And in fact,
Not me
Prepare.
though. I would not do that.
Prepare
I would.
that-
I would obviously not do
prepare
that.
that bed of roses at home. I mean your biological home. And that kasit kakwate bulungi. You might need to really give it some quality time.
But let me tell you something. I agree. Everyone here is not, supporting 50-50. Because obviously a home to
the
be
50-50
run, yes,
by
Depends.
default
it's
tesoboka.
tesoboka.
Yeah.
Because
According to you, Avia, is it
today,
possible?
Today,
Get him
Today.
first.
I may have what to contribute, and it doesn't have to be limited to only 50.
Yeah.
If I can do 200%, I'm okay.
You have to.
Tomorrow, if I cannot do 1%,
It's okay.
that is all I can offer on that particular day. The other day, if I can do 20, the other day 30, for as long as I am. By the way, marriage is all about being like companionship.
But there are men who cannot even find you when you're tired and you've done all those things and they can't even help you.
They can't even appreciate.
You are not.
Women go through a lot now.
You see, there is I am sensing some level of misunderstanding. If you have really worked so hard, you have been at home doing house chores and you are really exhausted. I understand. I appreciate that. But it is so foolish not to really not think about what I've been through, because we've not spent the day together.
Yeah, I know, right?
And think that, oh, you must have been enjoying life. And you're not exhausted. And so, okay, me here, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. You're not feeling sorry for me.
But that's, like, I believe such a person is not a considerate person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm overusing the word considerate, because, well, if I've spent the day home, yes, I was busy. But also the person who is out,
I want to know how your day was.
Exactly. That's where the
first
communication
question
comes
actually
from.
I
After
would ask
welcoming
you.
you home, giving you the open shoes, putting for you warm water in the bathroom, and all that.
There's a water heater, my dear.
There are those who don't have.
I understand, I'm
Yeah.
just joking.
Sorry to interject. Now you have been doing house chores at home. You are exhausted. Perfect, it's understood.
Yeah, but now how
while
will
are-
you know that I'm
while-
exhausted?
while
If you
are
don't-
still exhausted, you still have one big and important role
Yeah,
of welcoming me.
exactly.
Now, because you're exhausted, you just go there, sit back, chill, relax, sit cross-legged, and I am coming home. No one to welcome
welcome
me. If I'm to knock, I knock for 20 times. You know? Because you're exhausted.
No, I think
Where do you expect the good communication?
no, as you said it before,
Where do you
we
expect
have
it to
to provide the landing environment for
Kachi,
human.
So what I'm saying is, as much as you're exhausted, can you try and deliver on the way? Be a safe landing zone. And then after allowing the plane to land so well,
You offload
then you
the
offload
luggage.
the luggage.
My
No,
lord.
I mean,
Yeah, the luggage of what you've been through the whole day.
all you've been through throughout the day. Now
I
you
broke
can,
a plate,
you
I
can
will
now
say it.
again pour them, you know, because now you are facilitating good communication in that
But I
relation.
think it is nice to have a partner home whom you talk to, and
I know.
Yeah,
the best
you like on a daily basis, you guys, you have to empty yourselves. And
Some people, life gets busy sometimes
But
that you can't do
now,
that.
now there is a big problem
I know.
with you
It
women.
gets busy.
To some extent, me, I want to in fact encourage and advise you, my fellow men. As much as we have to encourage transparency, good communication in a relationship, but on 100%, you've got to only mention 60. And I'll support this. Because today, me or you, okay, a disclaimer there, it may not necessarily apply to you or him or the other one, but most men are dying because of one thing: depression. As much as
and
you
why
have to-
depression?
because we lack people to talk to.
Then find them. People
Now, you
are
see,
there.
Now,
Sad chicks.
most men.
No,
most men-
I'm,
Did you just
I'm
mention
jo-
that?
Now,
God forbid, may I not find you side chick on my man.
excuse me.
I'm joking.
I still
was
want
joking.
to deliver my point.
Please
home.
drive it home.
God
Men
forbid.
are emotionally weak, so they want to freely share their problems with, in this case, their wives, because they are the closest people. Confiding in your wife,
Yeah.
it's the safe haven men find. But when unfortunately you have angered your wife, you know what it is. Because if, let's say, I've given you a punch, men were physically strong. My punch, you
I
obviously
even
feel
felt it, yet it didn't reach me.
You feel the pressure, you know? Now, because you're not physically strong to give me a jab, you will want to now, like, you know how a Bible is, It has got so many pages. Let's say I've been opening up to you, and I've given you quite a number of my, like, hidden stories, my weaknesses, because I confide in you and I have a pamphlet like as big as this one. Now you will now turn pages with that anger. Turn pages, you look for the other hard one.
And
Yeah.
you hit it into
Then you're using my weakness, you're hitting me back with my weakness. My weakness. Now, I hit you with a blow, you felt, of course, the pain for if it is too much the whole day. Okay? Now, you have selected my weakest point
as a defense mechanism.
as a defense mechanism to prove a point. You hit me back with that. I'm going to get sick. It's going to affect me, impact on me negatively for 20 years.
Yeah, true.
Someone who was really fat,
You will start slimming.
you start seeing him like as if he's you will eat and the food will not do anything, will not contribute anything. That's how women are bad.
Not
You're
all.
really
Please,
good people.
please,
Good
please.
people.
No,
But
no.
because it's a tool that many of you like to
Don't
use.
generalize.
Many
Not
of you
every
like to
woman.
Not every
You
woman.
don't
Because
think twice.
if we are to say that men are not good people, we would say
We would ban all of you.
Actually, you're the real Delilas. And we are the real Samson.
But to be honest, it's all about understanding each other.
Yeah.
A man who has really given you his word, who is really up to protecting the sovereignty of that project,
Yes.
can really live up to his word. But a woman, I highly doubt that at any given
We are strong women.
strong and in fact good Delilahs.
No, good people.
Okay, please
Women are
stop
good people.
hurting us. Please stop making us feel like we are evil.
Actually,
No, let me tell
You-
you.
okay.
Let me first
let
tell
me-
you.
let me-
If you give a woman
you see how
apples,
beautiful you are. Eh?
thank you for the
You-
compliment.
You see how beautiful you are. Do you see how beautiful you are? When you are looking yourself in the mirror and you see how beautiful that you are, that is how men are looking at you. That is how men are really starting to like you so much. You understand? But
You give the woman an apple and you give the woman a lemon. What do you expect from
muri ba
those?
weakness, the weakness for a man,
Yes.
a woman,
And what's the weakness of a woman?
What's the
weakness of a woman. He can never be a man.
Why not?
Hey.
It's a what?
It's what?
It's something else.
What
that?
is
You
it?
help us mention it.
No, we don't know. We are
We
asking.
don't know.
Because me, I thought our weakness is a man.
No, my dear.
Yeah,
A man
so
can
please,
never be a
please tell
weakness.
me.
A man can never be a
So what's
weakness,
the weakness of a woman? I want us to know, even there's
Maybe
someone who
they
is
can
following.
tell us in the comment section.
But Gambe,
That's
let them
my
tell us,
question.
because
Educate
I
me,
am
what's
not
the
a
weakness
woman,
of
and
a
it's
woman?
very hard to really ascertain.
But you
what
sound as
your-
if you know.
Oh, let me tell you the weakness of a woman.
Uh-huh.
They are children. They are kids. I think that's my answer. What do you think?
Please, you tell us.
Tell us in the comment section. Yeah.
A
so-
disclaimer. All I have mentioned here does not necessarily mean they are happening in your life.
Yes.
But
That's
they are happening to many people's lives.
yes.
You understand? You get my point.
These are our opinions on what we've been talking about.
Another disclaimer.
You're single and such.
No, I'm not searching. I'm not.
You are going to actually.
So you're
tell
not
us how you
searching?
search, really.
How am I searching?
No,
Am I
no,
supposed
no.
Are
to
you
search?
searching?
So okay.
Are you searching?
No, I'm not.
I'm not supposed to search. So a disclaimer to my future Mr. Right.
Amina. Tell them.
When things fail, darling, come home.
Okay.
No, in fact, you say all that I have mentioned. Things to do with house chores, blah blah blah. It's not just kuiwa wo mubiri, but I can also do the house chores, everything. I only mention this for purposes of debating.
We shall talk more about it, darling. I believe we shall understand ourselves. But please, I'm putting emphasis on this. When things fail, come home.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, the other thing is, not all guilters are good. Not all guilters are good. Not all guilters are good.
How many times have you repeated that?
Not every beautiful, good-looking woman has got good characters of a good housewife.
Okay. For me, I don't have what to say to my future man. All I have to say is,
I like your anticipations.
all I have to say is that you'll get to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
The box is still.
Yeah.
If you
There's a
find-
package.
if you find when that package is not really
It's-
what you expected, just know it's your cross, bro.
Hey.
It's your cross, bro.
My Lord.
If you if you find your expectations a bit,
I really enjoyed this conversation with you guys. I think we are getting to the end of the video. Thank you, Avia. You've said 50-50 is not really a thing because there's always, highs and lows, and it's all about communication. And you as well, you gave us really good knowledge. Jesus, my Lord, my Savior.
what's the point taken?
The point taken.
Yeah.
It can never be 50-50.
No?
But in people would choose to do 50-50. Maybe
Yeah.
if you feel like 50-50 is a thing, you can tell us the reason why in the comment section. So if you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to give us a like, a comment. If it's okay with you, you can share a video with your friend, your family, or anywhere. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for giving us, all the content. It has been special having this conversation with you. I would do it over and over again.
And don't forget to hit on subscribe.
Oi.
Pamela
Yes.
Kampire
Yes.
official YouTube channel.
Yes.
And if you like what the conversation was all about, hit like. And if you think you're not enough to watch the conversation, share it. And
Yeah.
you think if you want to be part of the show, let us know how you feel in your comment
Yes.
section.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or if you want me to talk about something or give my views about something, feel free to put it in the comment section. I'm here to welcome every comment.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. May
If you
God
think
bless
you can be the password through which you can get to the
Should we say no on that? No,
no.
you did say.
I'm
you
sorry
did say
for
that.
laughing like this.
You
I'm so
didn't.
sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, see you in my next video. I love you all. I love you guys. Really.
We love you more.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Kisses and hugs. Bye.
Hey, what are you doing?